are two circles, the circles of concern and circles of control, right? Circles of concern are the things that fuck you up, that you worry about, that you think about, but are not necessarily the best use of your energy, right? Circles of concern are usually distractions and things that eat time. Circles of concern can be personal shit. It can be work shit. It can be those fucking meetings that pop up in your day where like you don't actually need to go and you probably should say no to them, but you don't because you're polite. So circle of control are things that you can impact, things that you can control. The things that you want to focus on for your circle of control are things that are going to get you to that long-term place, right? Who are going to push your mission forward, get you to the end of the day where you feel like you've actually done something versus you're very tired, but don't know where the fuck that your day went.
Circle of concern. I'm going to start with the serenity prayer. God grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. There's a lot of things that happen in life, whether it's work or personal. So really, it's about focusing on what you can control, the things that are important to you, and really kind of trying not to waste your energy on the things you can.
Part of it is knowing what your goal is. Like for me, that's the thing that causes a lot of these problems, right? It's like easy to lose focus on the things that you can control when you don't have a thing, like a thing that's bringing you back to like, what is my focus for the day or the week or the month?
Yeah, but the thing is, even if we understand what the goal is, since we're human, we can be too emotional at times and we get easily distracted by the things that we can control. And sometimes even the tiniest thing that we cannot control diverts us from focusing on the goal. So it causes misdirection. And that's why I think this is really important for it to be like a reminder to ourselves that there are plenty of things that's within our control, but we're so emotional that we get carried away by the things that are out of our control.
The reason why the control part of it is in the inner circle has really something to do with how, again, our brain works. In the middle of our brain, right, the center of our brain has the amygdala, and the amygdala is is the one that's controlling our emotions, our motivations. You talked a lot about controlling your emotion and how that's integral to everything else that we do. So if you look at it and make sure that you really center yourself and make sure that you bring it back to what you can control, then definitely that's going to lead into everything else. That's going to bleed into everything else. So making sure that you focus on that part of the brain, the ones that you can control, your inner why, right? The beginning part of what you're really, the why you're doing all of this. I think it's also going to help that.
For me, we all have different ways to remind ourselves of this. And when you have fucking reminders, especially ones that are tattooed on your body, my fucking wrist is the Marcus Aurelius quote. I literally have, "Is this necessary?" tattooed on my fucking wrist. You don't do that when you're naturally good at ignoring the fucking noise. Katie, can you read for me the quote that is on my phone?
Get busy with life's purpose, toss aside empty hope, get active in your own rescue.
Literally, the background of my phone and on my body are two fucking reminders of that. All three are fucking quotes from fucking Marcus Aurelius. The one that I remind myself every day, how do I decide on every teammate and client issue? I just go back to one quote. Be a good person. What is the right thing to do there? Right? How do your principles tie to that? And then don't let my ego, while I have one in other ways, right, fucking create noise in dealing with like just doing the right thing. You just do the right thing. And you don't fucking worry about the rest of it. And you don't let all the other shit bother you.